Namaste, everyone, and welcome to the Anchor Light Meditation. So, today is Earth Day, and we want to do a meditation to really focus on blessing Mother Earth. Now, as always, instead of doing meditation only, let's add a little more context to why we meditate and the importance of this special day. So, before we start, let's ask for blessings. To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Chokok Sui Mahagu Jimailing, we thank you for divine light, divine love. Thank you for compassionate, purifying light, and soothing, healing energy. We thank you in full faith, and so it is. All right, so let's get right to the point. Now, everyone who's involved, of course, is looking at Mother Earth like, let's take care of the water, let's take care of the atmosphere, let's take care of the people, let's take care of everything related to the Earth, which is fantastic. This is great. At least you have one day where people go from their crazy busy lives into focusing on where we are. Because if the physical planet is not here, well, you're going to be floating in outer space. Let's take a little deeper. So if I ask you to move your body, you say, okay, I'm moving my body. What's being moved? The body. Who's moving it? I am. All right. That's the context of what we're dealing with right now. It's good to focus on the physical form because that's the shell that the body is using, the soul is using, the spiritual self, the I am is using to function in the material world. So, as the majority of the people are focusing, hey, let's save the planet, the animals, the water, and so on, let's go a little deeper. What is the Earth? Oh, it's a big piece of rock with water on it and some beings crawling around and some people walking around having cities and certain civilization. Actually, that's on the material side. According to ancient teachings, and this is what, if you notice the invitation there to this meditation, we are spiritual beings having an earthly experience. So the spiritual beings are using the physical shell, which is your body, to be on a physical planet, to move around, to learn lessons, grow, and evolve. But the body will die. Okay? So it's more important, because everybody's already focusing on taking care of the physical planet. Let's take it one step further. Let's talk about the spiritual aspect. And to that, I want to refer you to what my teacher taught many years ago. He said, he shared it with my co-disciples. He said, if you take the crown chakra, your energy body, if you take the crown centers of all beings on Earth and you zoom out of the planet and you look at it energetically, all those little crown centers actually make up the heart chakra of the planet. Now, I know this is going a little bit further than most of you expect. You heard the people say, well, there are certain parts of the country, certain parts of the world, those are the whatever chakra of the planet. And some people have said, yeah, Vegas is the sex chakra of the planet. I think the mistake there is they're attributing the energy centers of the planet to a physical part of the world, when in reality, it's not the physical part. It's just like you're going to hear people say, yeah, in my business, this chakra of the business, and there's actually people, I know some of you are not going to like this. Some people say, oh yeah, I go to a business, I notice that this chakra of the business, that's actually not correct. It's the souls, the spiritual beings that comprise of the chakra of a certain business and a certain, let's say, planet like the Earth. So our crown centers are actually, when you put it all together, comprise the heart chakra of the planet. To put it in an easier way for a lot of us, we use your mobile phone, you use Photoshop. Do you notice if you take an image, right, on your computer, on your phone, and you or you expand it, what do you get? Pixels, right? You know, if you take an image or whatever it is, you expand on your computer. At some point, you don't see the image anymore. You see pixels. So just imagine all our crown chakras of every person, every being, every angelic being, every nature spirit that you can think of, all human beings, the crown centers are like little pixels. And if you zoom out, that's the heart chakra of Mother Earth. Now, why is that significant? It's very significant because whether you like it or not, even you agree to it or not, doesn't really matter. We are all interconnected. Okay? So when you don't care about someone else, you go, whatever, you'll barbecue in hell. Actually, that's not good for us in the long run. That's why it is so important to spiritualize everyone you know. When I say spiritualize, oh yeah, man, I've been trying to get him to church. That's not what I meant, because you can have people going to church or whatever religion and their crown chakra is still small. Make sense? Don't get fixated on the physical form. That's why people have problems. So to put it all together, it's something like this. As we do our meditation and spiritual practice, as we improve our character, as we become better people and help alleviate the suffering of others, your crown center is expanding. And as you project other people well, and their heart gets more stimulated, and from there stimulates their crown, they have a spiritual realization, they have a spiritual awakening, which causes other people to be more spiritually awakened as they interact with them. This starts spreading all over the world. So, for now, as human beings become more spiritually evolved, the crown center becomes more evolved, guess what happens? More divine energy comes down. As more divine energy comes down to the earth, the heart chakra of the planet start to expand. And I've shared this with you. You can watch the previous videos. The trigger to stimulate our crown centers is the heart. The secret is literally in the heart. Okay? Let me share this with you again. Because I know some of you have not watched the earlier videos, so let me just use this as an example again. On the human level, our heart center, I know you guys are still, I think, oh, the heart is green. There's no green in the heart. Just go watch the previous videos to talk about. The heart center is actually red core, 12 golden petals, just like a sunflower. Red core, remember sunflowers? Red in the middle, just whatever that color is, and you got petals. So the heart chakra is red in the middle with 12 golden petals. The crown center, all right, is actually two flowers. It's just like the core is identical to the heart, red with 12 golden petals and 960 petals below it. That's your crown center. So there lies the secret of rapid spiritual development. As we stimulate our heart, that part of the crown which is identical to the heart gets triggered, which will trigger the whole crown chakra and starts expanding. Make sense? So as above, so below, according to that great teacher, I don't know how to say his name, Hermes Trismegistus. Anyway, it's a great teacher from ancient times. As above, so below. What is in the macro is seen in the micro is seen in the macro. I think you're seeing the connection now. So, in ourselves, as we activate the heart, we activate the crown. As our crown centers get activated en masse all over the world, the heart chakra of the planet, which is comprised of those crown chakras of every little person, like every person, every being in the planet, as the crown chakras of every person gets activated, the heart chakra the heart chakra of the planet also gets activated. Remember, the heart stimulates the crown. So the heart chakra of the planet will trigger the crown chakra of the planet, allowing more divine energy to come down to the planet, just like to us individually. So if you're really serious about the evolution of the planet, Okay? Whether you like it or not, we are our brother's keeper. So if you say, well, as long as I go to heaven, everybody is barbecuing in hell, who the hell cares? Because as more souls, let's just say, delay their spiritual evolution, it also drags us down, drags the entire planet down. So if you're really serious about planetary evolution, which a lot of people on the spiritual, I want to help the planet evolve. Whether you like it or not, buddy, we're all in the same ship. P, not T. Okay? So when we keep doing our meditations, 6 times a week with Anchor the Light and full moon meditations, and especially the full moon that's coming up in May, this is super powerful. Every time we do it, number one, we're evolving, stretching our heart and crown. We're influencing others that are joining us. And as we keep projecting this energy to everyone, to every person, every being on the planet, it also triggers them to kind of gently nudge them in the spiritual path. Then we're doing our part. Make sense? So, a person who's on the so-called spiritual path without involving other people, they're fooling themselves. By the way, to make it easy for you, getting on the spiritual path involving others is called service. Service. And there's 2 types of service. Yin and yang. Yin is with a form, yang is using energy. And so the way my teacher explained it is, in ancient times, you have 2 types of monks. You have monks sitting in the mountain, in the monastery, doing intense meditation and radiating massive amount of spiritual energy to the village. And you have the second type of monk that go down to the monastery, listen to this, interact with the people, give teaching, do healing, give counseling, and have a begging bowl. You're going, that doesn't make sense. Why do they need a begging bowl for? They should just sit in the monastery. They have food. Why would they have to come down and have a begging bowl? Listen carefully. This is one of the things that blew my mind when my teacher explained it. As they go on and teach and help spiritualize people, their begging bowl, listen, give the people an opportunity to open their heart center. Because the act of giving stretches the heart. Now, I'm going to say something that will blow your mind and you probably don't agree, and I don't really care. Give hesitantly, it's still stretching the heart. You hear what I just said? Even you say, okay, well, this monk, he's teaching, he doesn't have to eat. Here. Even that act gives a little crack to the heart chakra to open a little bit more. Of course, if you're smart, your heart chakra is going to open anyway, or you might as well give willingly. Because when people say, whoa, when people give, they don't give willingly, it's not doing anything. You're completely mistaken. Because it does. Because those little tiny acts of kindness is kind of going, That's why. You see, I remember Master Cho said this. After this, we'll do our meditation because she didn't come here to listen to me yak. You're here to do your meditation. He said, you see, the higher beings are 10 billion times smarter than we are. They're super smart. Initially, we might think we're doing some form of service or doing acts of generosity because it'll make us famous. It'll make me feel better that I'm a good person. In other words, it's not giving fully on an altruistic reason, but to give so that you get a certain benefit out of it. Now, the people who don't understand this will start judging out of their ignorance. They say, oh, yeah, they're giving because they want to be famous. They want to give because, they get a good tax write off, whatever. But the higher beings look at it from a completely different viewpoint. You remember in the Bible, it said something like, my thoughts are not your thoughts. Are basically God said, hey, you might think so. I don't think so. I think so. You might not think so. Doesn't really matter. So even when a person gives due to selfish reasons, it's doing something. It's cracking the door open. That's why when people do any form of acts of kindness and generosity, even if I know they're doing it out of selfish reasons, I think, great, keep doing it. Keep doing it. You know what happens? And all of you have experienced this before. At first, you give for selfish reasons. At some point, you give it a little more. And at some point, it becomes part of you. You know why? What you don't realize, when you give and share, when the heart gets stimulated a little bit, the love within you wakes up. Then you give a little more. Again, even if part of it is because I get something out of it, the heart's still getting activated. At some point, when the heart chakra gets to a certain level of awakening, you give because it feels good. It's the right thing to do. So as that happens, the selfish part starts to diminish. The loving, compassionate part starts to awaken. And before you know it, you go, I can see myself not giving and sharing. Boom! You got it. So whoever judged you before, they're dumb. They don't know what the heck they're talking about. No, they're not dumb. They're just not aware. Sorry, supposed to be use kind words. Get the idea? So it goes back to what? Heart chakra. As our hearts are stimulated, our crown centers are stimulated. As our crown centers are stimulated, collectively, the heart center of the planet is activated. As the heart chakra of the planet is activated, the crown center of the planet is activated. More divine energy will come down, and now you push the entire planet. Rapid spiritual evolution. Period. Full stop. That's that. Then you let the people who are experts in cleaning up the oceans, doing whatever else to clean the atmosphere, enacting laws to help the planet not destroy itself, you let them do their job. Since we are not in that field, let's do our part on what? Raising the frequency and the vibration of the entire planet spiritually. That's that. Finish. Make sense? So I know it's not, a lot of you were not expecting it. You go, yeah, bless Mother Earth, it's Earth Day, let's get on the bandwagon. That's good. It's good. Just like, I'll add one more thing to this and then we'll do a meditation. I always bring this up because it's hilarious. Christmas. Okay? I know, it'll trigger some of you. I remember the common thing people say who are very critical or who think they're so smart, they would say, yeah, this Christmas and all these holidays, it was created by all these merchants just to help people make money. Because on Christmas, now people are forced to buy something. This is especially for people who are selfish. They love saying this. Yeah, it's Christmas and yeah, it's just all a ploy, a scheme so that people will buy and this and that. You know what I say to that? Whatever. You're thinking like this. You see, true. A lot of people probably are forced to give, to buy, and all that stuff, right? Listen carefully. But, again, it's one of those seasons where, oh, well, I have to get a budget. I have to buy this for someone. I have to do this. I give that because I would look bad if I don't give. But what you don't realize is your heart center is being stretched. It's being stretched. It's being stretched. And at some point, you go, anyway, I'm already here. Might as well make the most out of it. So you give and share. And of course, the law of karma, people also give and share to you. And you have some level of happiness. Your heart center gets activated. And I even hear this is the hilarious part. I literally have heard people like this. I'm in a car, somebody's driving, and somebody cuts them off. They go, anyway, it's Christmas, whatever, I'll forgive them. Or here's another one. There's a car that's trying to get in, right? Normally they go, no way, man, I'm gonna go for it. They go, anyway, it's Christmas. Okay, go, go, go. In other words, they're not normally that kind. But since it's a special reason, a special season, okay, I'll be kind. Now, of course, people on the outside who are judgmental say, see, they're not good people. They're just doing it because of what? Doesn't matter. You're thinking too small. If you look at it from the higher viewpoint, hey, that's one small act of kindness. That's good. That's a start. Let's just add a few more, a few more, a few more before you know it, boom, they're a good person. Once you see something from the viewpoint of the soul, the spiritual evolution, you will keep your mouth shut because you have no idea what you're talking about. You're looking at it from down here when the spiritual self is looking at it from up here. That's it. Now, to accelerate the process, because, we always say spiritual seekers are achievers. Actually, a lot of you who have been with me long enough have tolerated my, my yakking. I take it to the next level. Spiritual seekers are overachievers. We're not satisfied with what people, go meditate, you'll be a better person. No, let's take it further. Well, when I have my stillness, I have my stress-free time. No, let's take it further. Awaken your crown, awaken your heart, awaken your soul so you can be a bigger service to other people. Who wants to be mediocre? People use spirituality as a way to be mediocre. No, even when in your spiritual practice, you have to crank it up. Yeah, I meditate now and then. Why now and then? Well, exactly. Wrong attitude. If you are an achiever in your work, if you're an achiever in every part of your life, all that is temporary. When your body dies, all that poof, disappear. And yet your spiritual development is yours permanently. Why don't you crank it up? Anyway, let's do what we're supposed to do. Meditate, shall we? To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters and saints of all traditions, to all the holy archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. You can invoke whoever you're connected to. Personally, to my beloved and respected teacher, Master Choa Kok Sui, Mahaguju Mei-Ling, to the Lord Christ, to the Lord Buddha, and all the high beings, we thank you for opening our hearts, our minds, our souls, that we may be channels and instruments to bring love, peace, and spiritual evolution and advancement for the entire planet. We thank you in full faith. So it is. All right, shall we? Tap your crown. Put your hand like this. Just be aware of your crown. Remember, your crown chakra constitutes the heart chakra of the planet. So now you know why. Be aware of the crown. I am that. I'm not the body. I'm not the emotion, not the thoughts. I am the soul. I am a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. I am connected in one to my higher soul, my higher self. I am connected in one to the divine spirit, the divine spark within me. I am a child of God. I am one with God. I am one with all. There is only oneness. Now just be still. Just let your attention stay on your crown. Realize that the crown center collectively is the heart center of the planet. Now you know why we say we are one. We are one. Now you also know why when we put our attention on the crown and bless the earth, we say from the heart of God. Now you know why. Just be still. Leave your awareness on the crown. We are one. Now open your hands in blessing. Be aware of your heart. Just say, our hearts are one. Now imagine the earth in front of you, the size of a little ball, and let's go beyond the physical shell. Visualize all the people and all the beings on earth. The people, the animals, the angelic beings, the nature spirits. Be aware of your heart. Fill them all with beautiful pink light. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Wherever there's hatred anywhere in the world, let me sow unconditional love. Again, we're blessing all the beings of the earth, not the physical rock. Fill every person, every being with peace and with love. Where there's injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. Where there's doubt, let me sow faith. Where there's despair, let me sow hope. Bless every person, every being on earth, everywhere, especially the places that are going through turmoil, pain, and war. Bless every person, every being with hope and with faith and a better tomorrow. So be it. Where there's darkness, let me sow light. Darkness in spiritual terms mean the ignorance of one's true nature, that we're all beings of light. So fill the earth with beautiful pink light. Bless every person, every being with spiritual light. Realization that they are beings of light, that we're all interconnected. And where there's sadness, let me sow a tremendous amount of joy. Be aware of your heart in your hands. Fill the earth with peace, with love, with the spirit of forgiveness, with hope and with faith, with light and joy. So be it. Now, be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your crown. Exhale and stay there. Be still. Be aware of your crown. Just say, we're one with God, we're one with all. Remember, our crown centers constitute the heart chakra of the planet, of God's presence on earth. So be aware of your crown. From the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with love and kindness. Let all beings be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and divine peace. May all be blessed, so be it. Fill the earth with golden light. May all beings be blessed with golden light. So be it. All means all, even the people you don't like or people who haven't been nice to you. Fill them with golden light. That's the nature of the crown. Universal love. It's universal love because our crown centers are the heart chakra, the love of the planet. Bless every person, every being you know, especially the ones who need to evolve a little faster. Fill them with beautiful golden light. From the heart of God, may all be blessed with peace, with love, and with kindness. So be it. So be it. Now, gently be aware of your heart. your crown simultaneously. Take a deep breath. Exhale. And imagine even brighter golden light just pouring through all of us, filling the entire earth. See the golden light penetrate the atmosphere, saturate the land, the sea, the people, the animals. Let that golden light penetrate into the energy world, blessing all beings with this golden light. From the center of the heart of God, through our spirit and through our souls, may every person, every being, all of them, in the higher dimensions, middle dimensions, even the lower dimensions, let all beings in every dimension and every direction be blessed with God's unconditional love and kindness. Let all be blessed with inner peace and inner healing. Let all be blessed with understanding, with harmony. May all be blessed with goodwill and the willingness to do good. So be it. Be still. Now, as we bless Mother Earth, let's put our attention on different parts of the world that needs blessing. Ukraine, Russia, that entire region. Different parts of the Middle East, Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq, and some parts of it like Yemen, Sudan, different parts of Africa, people who are still starving, having difficulties and crime everywhere. Bless Africa. North, Central, and South America. Places like certain parts of Mexico, Venezuela, Colombia, the areas of Honduras, El Salvador, parts of Brazil, different parts of Asia like Indonesia, Cambodia, parts of Vietnam. There's so many places that don't make it in the news. So think of those areas that needs blessing, and let's collectively pour brilliant light, golden light to those areas. And to intensify the blessings flowing through us, we will chant the universal mantra of mercy and compassion. It's not Buddhist. Some of you think it's Buddhist. It predates Buddhism. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Allow the energy to flow to all these areas that are in need. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Remember to bless your family, your relatives and friends, the people you work with, the city you live in, the state, the country, and different parts of the world that need blessing. Om Mani Padme Hum. May all beings be blessed. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Now be still. Just be aware of the brilliant light floating above your head. Keep your hands where they are. This chant, the energy will just flow through you more intensely. Just listen. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om. Be still. Continue flooding every person, every being on earth, in all dimensions, with beautiful golden light. May all be blessed with peace, with love, with kindness, and compassion for all. So be it. May all be blessed. From the center of the heart of God, may all be blessed. So be it. So be it. And so it is. Now lower your hands. Maintain your attention on that brilliant light above your head. Maintain your connection of your tongue on your palate. And just keep being aware of that golden light, that beautiful, brilliant light above your head. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om. Be still. Let go. Gently, very slowly, very gently and slowly come back to your body. Gently move your fingers, move your toes. Raise your hands again in blessing. Visualize the earth in front of you, including all the people you love. Fill them with beautiful golden light. May all of them be blessed with good health, with happiness, with abundance and prosperity, and spiritual connection. So be it. Now be aware of your feet, base of your spine, your hands. Project golden light downwards. Fill the earth below us with golden light. May all beings of the earth and in the earth, may all beings be blessed. Fill them with golden light. Let our beloved Mother Earth and all of creation, every person, every being, be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. Blessings be to Mother Earth. So be it, and so it is. Let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme One, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, to all the saints of all traditions, to all the holy archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Personally, to my beloved and respected teacher, Master Choa Kok Sui Mahaguji Mailing, thank you all for the love, the light. Thank you for the opportunity to be of service to every person, every being on earth, in full faith. So be it. Om. Amen. Amin. Tatastu, and so it is. Right? I hope you had a good meditation. Now, just in case you missed it, I know some of you are spacing out, you didn't hear me. Now you know why we say from the heart of God, may every person, every being be blessed. Because some of you are going, that's weird. What do you mean, heart of God? When we put our attention on the crown, we bless the earth. That's what Grandmaster Cho explained it to me many years ago. Well, not just to me, to all of us. He said, yeah, that's why when you're putting your attention on your crown, you bless, you say from the heart of God. Because our crown centers constitute the heart chakra of God's presence on earth. They go, ding! Now, you also notice at the end of meditation, we also always bless Mother Earth through our feet, the base of our spine going downwards. That serves several purposes. One, so you don't space out. So you still be functional after meditation. Because otherwise, some people, the more they meditate, the more useless they become. You notice that? Like after meditation, they go, yeah, man, looks like they're smoking something. So that grounds you. In fact, some of you, you'll notice when you're doing the blessing, it's just, you're back on the earth, right? Number two, it helps your finances. You still have a physical body, and your physical body functions in the world, food, shelter, taking care of your bills. That requires what? Money. And some of you, the more you meditate, the more you go broke. Part of it is, not the only reason, part of it is not what? Being grounded. So that's why every meditation we bless the earth to what? Number three, you have a lot of good intentions. You want to help the earth. You want to help people. If you're spacing out of your mind, you can't get anything done. That allows you to be grounded, allows your finances to improve, so you'll be able to actually help someone. That's why we call these sessions Anchor the Light. You bring the divine energy down. You don't want to just, you want to anchor it. So a spiritual seeker is an achiever and a doer. Period. That's that. So I hope you learned something from today's Anchor the Light and Earth Day. Yeah, I know it's not what a lot of you expected. It doesn't mean that keeping the water clean, recycling, and all doesn't mean those are not important. Those are very, very important. That's how you always look at the physical as well as the spiritual side. Namaste, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me. We will see you for the second Anchor the Light, which is 6 hours and 58 minutes from now. We kind of went overtime. I was a little late too. I apologize. So tonight we'll do both prosperity healing and emotional healing at the same time. All right. Namaste. We will see you. Oh, one last thing. Since we're talking about blessing the planet, well, the most powerful full moon of the year is next month, May 15, Wesak Festival. So you really care about the planet? Let's get a wider hose to aim and bless every person, every being on earth. And 7 days before that, every single day, we'll have a session on purification. If you want to join that program, that's available. Just go to mastercode.org. It's there. All right? Namaste, everyone. You all take care. We will see you on tonight's session. God bless. Thank you for allowing me to serve you.